Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on January 18th, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my handicapper page, man. And my feature play today is my $15 NBA Jam session play, man. I absolutely love tonight's play, man. We're going to bounce back after dropping last night with the Clippers, man. Hate to see that loss. Thought last night was a perfect opportunity for them to flex their muscles and show that they're still a team to be reckoned with in the West. Didn't happen. Sixers went in there, got it done. We're going to bounce back tonight. Tonight is bounce back night in the NBA. We got a 9-game card, man. We want to smash it per usual. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. That's where I usually update y'all on late injury news. And if my mind changes on any of these games due to late information coming out of the association, man. Let's make some money tonight, man. I might mess around, drop a free parlay for y'all tonight on Twitter, man. So be sure y'all follow me over there on the bird, man. Let's make some money tonight. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks are home favorites, ranked 6, total 235. To open out, man, we open out with a tough one because the Wizards haven't been playing good basketball. They've only won one of their last 5 games, but laying 6 points with the Knicks at the crib does not seem like a great place to be either. So this game probably won't make the premium area. But if I were to lean somewhere, I will lean Knicks laying the points. They are the better team here in this one. But the Knicks 8-13-2 this season against the spread on their home floor, only covering in 38.1% of their home games. The Knicks at home are not a cover team. The Knicks on the road is where they do all their damage against the spread. That's where we make a lot of money betting the Knicks at home, man. We just be throwing money away betting the Knicks at home. Hence why this one, again, probably won't make the premium area. But the Knicks are playing the much better basketball right now. They've won 3 of their last 5. They did drop their last one to the Toronto Raptors, 123-121 in overtime. I had the Knicks in that one. They were up 10 with like 3 minutes to go in the game and found a way to lose it. Hate to see that, man. But I do think they win this game here tonight against the Wizards on their home floor. In the totality, the Knicks have been playing some pretty good basketball over their last 10. And I think they are playing the much better basketball right now than the Wizards. But in my opinion, as much as I do think the Knicks win this basketball game, and I do think they cover this 6, I could also see the Knicks winning this game by 3 or 4 as well, keeping it competitive. We just saw these two teams play last week in a game where Washington did lose that one 112-108 to this New York Knicks team. That one was in Washington, 4-point win there for the Knicks. I wouldn't be surprised if this one went more the same way. I do think the Knicks win, and I do lean Knicks here in this one. But, again, like I said, probably won't make the premium area for me tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road facing my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Mavs home favorites in this one, laying 2.5, total 233. I am taking my team in this one, man. I'll lay the 2.5. Let me walk you through it. I know the Mavs are the worst cover team in all of the NBA. 15-28-2 against the spread this season, only covering in 34.9% of their games. I'm going to get that out early because I know that they are league worst 15-28-2 against the spread this season. And I know they've been playing pretty bad basketball here recently as they've lost 4 of the last 5, all of them out on the road. And I know Atlanta is playing the better basketball right now as they've won 4 of their last 5, and they're the healthier team as the Mavs are still pretty banged up. Looks like no Hardaway tonight, no Josh Green. We could be getting Dorian Finney-Smith back tonight, and I know Luka is listed as day-to-day, but I'm pretty sure he plays tonight. So all that going in the Hawks' favor, I still like the Mavs, and here's why. The Mavs are a league worst 15-28-2 against the spread this season. A lot of that is to do with the Mavs were just simply overvalued to begin the season. The Mavs, say this game right here, let's use this game as an example. If this game was in October or November, the line for this one would have been Mavs -6, Mavs -7. You know, if the Mavs were winning games, they just were failing to cover, but simply because they were overvalued. Now that they're the worst cover team in the NBA and they've been that for a minute, their lines are starting to become more efficient. And I think this one is better right here at this -2.5. When I was doing my go through last night, I thought it was going to open up as a pick 'em, but they still got the Mavs favorite laying 2.5. I know they're the worst cover team in the NBA, 15, 28, and 2. I know the Hawks are playing good basketball right now, winning 4 of their last 5. I know the Mavericks have lost 4 of their last 5, but the Mavs at home, man, they win games, and we're only laying a bucket. We're only laying 2.5 here in this one, man. The Mavs this season on their home floor, 16-6 straight up. The Mavs win games on their home floor, man, and I think they can definitely win this one here tonight as well. Like I said, we're only laying a bucket at 2.5, man. 16-6, covered in 72.7% of their home games, man. I like their chances to win this one tonight. We're not looking at an overvalued line here tonight. We're not laying nothing crazy with the Mavs. I think they are the better team. They're better than this Hawks team, and I think they return home and kind of use this as a get-right opportunity and a bounce-back spot. So for me, here in this one tonight, I'm taking my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. They play their best basketball on their home floor. We're only laying a bucket where they are 16-6 this season. I'm taking them in this one. I think they win the game straight up. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road facing the Houston Rockets. Charlotte actually is favored in this one, laying 1.5, total 239. A Wembanyama sweepstakes game, man. 2 of the worst teams in the NBA going at it here in this one. And I'm not betting this one, man. But if y'all really, really want to lean, I do lean Hornets, and probably the smallest lean of the season. I have no edge in this one, man. Only reason I'm taking Hornets is because, A, the books seem that they have some sort of edge, and B, they got the better player in LaMelo Ball. That's literally it. But again, I am not betting this game. So I don't want y'all to come at me on Twitter, like some of y'all tend to do, and be like, the Hornets busted up my parlay. I told you don't bet this game. I'm not betting this game. This is just for my strict, degenerate gamblers who need a side in every game. I lean Hornets, man, but I'm not betting this one, man. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies home favorites laying 6.5, total 224. Cleveland will be without their best player in this one, in Donovan Mitchell, man. He's a no-go with a groin injury, doubtful for tonight, so pretty sure 90% chance he's not playing in this one. And without him, I know I've been saying this season, let's not overreact to some injuries in the NBA. I think this is an injury that does require some reaction. And when I look at the numbers, man, the numbers tell me the same thing. I'm going to take the Grizzlies. I'll lay the points with them on their home floor. The Grizzlies just been in that mode right now, man, and they're at home where they've played their best basketball, man. The Grizzlies go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, man. 14-7-1 against the spread this season on their home floor, covering in 66.7% of their home games. And I think without Donovan Mitchell, they definitely can open up a can of whoop ass on this Cleveland Cavaliers team tonight. Cleveland was terrible even with Donovan Mitchell on the road, man. One of the worst road cover teams in all of the NBA. 7-13-2 against the spread is this Cleveland Cavaliers team this season out on the road, only covering in 35% of their road games. Now, like I said, without their top player in Donovan Mitchell, man, I just don't like the spot at all for Cleveland. They've played, also, this is going to be their 5th road game in their last 6 games. Cleveland's been on the road a lot here recently. They've been okay, not as dominant as they are at home. We know Cleveland as well goes stupid dummy crazy on their home floor. On this little road trip, though, man, I don't like this spot at all. I'm going to have to lay the points with Memphis here in this one. Memphis, like I said the last time we seen them, Memphis is one of those teams, man, that actually wants to blow you out. There's not a lot of those teams in the NBA. A lot of teams in the NBA are satisfied with just getting in and out with wins. Memphis comes into every game out really thinking, like, we're going to blow these boys out and laugh at them on Twitter and Instagram later tonight. And I just think that's what's in order here tonight. So give me the Grizzlies. I think they continue rolling, and I think they beat up on this Cleveland Cavs team tonight on their home floor. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Miami Heat on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Miami's actually road favorites in this one, laying 2, total 221. I know, man. I know. Miami been playing better basketball, man. I probably need to stop hating on them, man. I know all of that, but I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm still fading Miami. They're still the #1 team on my do not bet list. They are playing better basketball. I get it. They are turning their season around. I get it. But I think tonight, a lot of y'all finna walk right into a trap. Y'all don't see it? Miami laying 2 on the road. Beat up Pelicans team. Only got they don't have Zion. They don't have Brandon Ingram. Miami playing better basketball. They're gonna go in here and beat this Pelicans team. That's what a lot of y'all thinking. I'm not thinking that at all. I'm thinking the Pelicans mess around and win this game outright. I'll take the 2 points in my back pocket though. I'm not 1,000% confident in this one though. Let me tell y'all that. I'm not sure if this one makes the premium area. Only because this could be a flat spot as well for the Pelicans. That's the only reason. The Pelicans are coming off of a long road trip. They just play like 5 or 6 straight road games. So that's the only thing that gives me pause for concern in this one, or I definitely will be locking up this Pelicans team. But, you know, sometimes that first game back could be a flat spot for teams. I do lean Pelicans in this one. I might play this one personally, but it might not make the premium area. Continuing to fade Miami is something that I enjoy doing a lot. And I think this one could be a real trap spot for this Miami team. And I think the book's kind of reflecting that too, with them only laying 2 in this one against a banged-up Pelicans team. So for me personally, I'm continuing to fade Miami in this one. I think the Pelicans mess around, show up tonight, and win this one on their home floor where they've played their best basketball all season. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, a.k.a. the Cover Buddies, man. One of our favorite money-making teams. They're in the favorite role in this one, though, man. They're laying 4, total 240. I said a lot earlier in the season, man. When we see the Thunder in the favorite role, it's typically not a spot I want to be in. You know, it's not. We love the Thunder in the underdog role, man. That's where they do almost all of their damage. They're favorited in this one, though, and I am going to ride them in this one, man. I've also said for this Thunder team, when they get hot, man, they're one of the teams that you just got to ride till the wheels fall off, and that's what we're going to do here in this one. With this Thunder team right now, the way they're playing, I'd rather be on them and they lose and don't cover than to not be on them and they win and cover, man. That's just how hot they're running right now. I know for some of y'all that might not make sense. In my head, it makes sense, and I think that they can definitely still ball on this Pacers team. This is not the same Pacers team that was hooping, man. They now are without their top player in Halliburton, man. Huge blow for this team, and since he's out, we've seen it reflected, man. They've lost, 4 straight. They possibly are getting their second best player tonight back in Miles Turner, but I don't think it's going to be enough here in Oklahoma City, man. I just think the Thunder are just in that mode right now. They're hot, and I'm just going to continue riding them. So in our next matchup of the night, I'm taking the Thunder Buddies, the Cover Buddies, man. The best cover team in all of the NBA. 28-16 this season against the spread are the Thunder Buddies, man. That's a league best, covering in 63.6% of their games overall this season. I think they got another one tucked in their belt, man. Give me the Thunder. I'll lay the points with them here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Utah Jazz. Utah home favorites in this one, laying 5.5, total 227. So in this one, it's a tough right now because I don't see Kawhi Leonard or Paul George on this injury report as of right now. But I will say I think there's a high chance that both of these guys sit tonight on this back-to-back. The Clippers let us all down last night, losing to the Philadelphia 76ers, man. I thought it was a perfect spot for them to announce that they're back, man, show up on their home floor, TNT game, first game of a back-to-back on their home floor, and they did not do it. They lost. So it makes this one tough because, like I said right now, I don't see them on this injury report, but I think the line kind of reflects that they're sitting at 5.5 Utah. If they were playing, I definitely think this line would be, like, closer to a pick 'em. So this is what I'm going to do. For video's sake right now, I am going to take the Jazz in this one. I'm going to lay the 5.5. The Jazz, if you believe it or not, have beat this Clippers team up twice this season. 125-112. That was their last one on the 30th of November. That one was in Utah, and they beat them again 110-102 on the 6th of November in LA, 110-102. The Clippers won the second one, 121-114 in LA as well. This one's in Utah. I think Utah does win this game regardless of who plays or not. So if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George play and this line drops, I still like the Jazz to win the game. If they don't play and the line stays pretty much where it's at, I like the Jazz laying the points at home. And if I'm just trying to think of every scenario to cover for y'all in this one, I'm gonna update y'all on Twitter on this one. And if I don't, one of y'all 17,000 that watch this video at me on Twitter, and I will update y'all later on today. So, yeah, Jazz for me in this one. With Kawhi Leonard or not, I still think the Jazz win the game. I need to see the better line when it drops. Let's say this one even is super efficient at the number that it is right now. Say everything stays the same. Say Kawhi Leonard and Paul George do play, and this line is still 5.5. I would probably still lay it with the Jazz because the Clippers have been straight ass, and they burnt me last night. So that's how I'm handicapping this one. Update y'all on Twitter, though. 9 times out of 10, it's Jazz or nothing for me in this one, though. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Denver home favorites in this one, laying 8.5, total 237. I want to apologize for yesterday, man, for breaking the golden rule. I faded the Nuggets, man. Why y'all allowed me to fade the Nuggets yesterday, bro? Y'all should have been spamming in the comments. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. We got to set rules in place for situations just like that, man. And y'all allowed me to fade the Nuggets yesterday. And I paid the price for doing so, man. Damn. That's the golden rule, man. That's probably the one rule I've said all season. We're not fading the Nuggets on their home floor. And I'm going to be honest. This right here is probably the better spot to fade the Nuggets right here, man. On a back-to-back, laying damn near double digits on their home floor. This is probably the spot to do it, but I can't. I'm sorry I broke the rule yesterday. I'm back on track. I'm not breaking the rule today. I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, man. The Nuggets, say it with me now, go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, man. And all I kept asking myself yesterday during that game was, why? 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 Why did you take the Blazers? Can you recount your thought process in that? I went back and watched the video from yesterday. I like the reasoning. I see why I took the Blazers, but there's a golden rule for one reason and one reason only, man. And that's because the Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man, and they should not be played with, man. I'm not fading the Nuggets on their home floor, man. I think they could mess around and win this game by 20 as well. Go look at the Nuggets' last 10, 15 games, and you ask yourself if you should be fading the Nuggets, and I'll answer it for you. Hell no, you should not be fading the Nuggets. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got another one of our money-making teams this season, the Sacramento Kings. They're on the road, though. They're facing the Los Angeles Clippers, and their road favorites laying 3.5, total 244.5. It's a tough one, man. Again, this is kind of like that Clipper game. We got the Los Angeles Lakers on a back-to-back, and LeBron James is on this one, though, as day-to-day. And he's sat a lot of back-to-backs this season, and I would not be surprised at all if he sat this one as well. With that being said, I think we lay the points with the Kings here. The Kings, they've won 4 straight. I will say I'm not impressed with the competition. The Kings just won us 4 straight in. We got to talk about the competition. They played Houston twice, one of the worst teams in the NBA. Orlando, one of the worst teams in the NBA. And San Antonio, one of the worst teams in the NBA. Those are the 4 teams Sacramento just beat. Granted, you can only beat who's in front of you, and they did what they were supposed to in all 3 of those games. 136-111, 135-115, 139-114, and 132-119. I think we were on them in all 4 of those games. The Kings are one of those teams that beat up on bad teams. And you know what the Lakers are without LeBron James and Anthony Davis? A bad team. Do I think the Kings can beat the Lakers in this game, even with LeBron James, and lay the 3.5? I do. So I'm going to lay the points with Sacramento in this one. I don't think LeBron plays, if LeBron doesn't play, I love this play tonight. If he does play, I still like this play a lot tonight. I think the Kings, man, like I said, they just like to beat up on bad teams. I don't like the spot for the Lakers on a back-to-back. So in our last and final matchup of the night, I'm going to continue rolling one of our favorite money-making teams this season. They're kind of in that mode. Like I said, they just got 4 straight blowout wins against bad teams. I wouldn't be surprised if a 5th is in order here tonight. So Sacramento with my guy Fox and Sabonis think they get this one done tonight on the road in LA. And that's going to conclude today's jam session on January 18th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new, and drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my handicapper page, man, and my feature play today is my $15 NBA jam session play, man. I absolutely love tonight's play. We're going to bounce back after dropping last night with the Clippers, man. They just laid an egg. I love tonight's play, though, man. So scoop that up. $15, Pick Dawgz Premium. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. That's where I usually update y'all on late injury news. And if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. Let's have a great bounce back day today in the NBA. Talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments, man. It's been your guy, and I'm out. Peace.